prayer.
Okay, please stand up and let us pray. Okay, bow down her head and close her eyes. Okay, our most gracious Heavenly Father, dear God, give us knowledge, wisdom, mind, strength, and understanding, dear God, for us to grasp this the lesson today, dear God. In Jesus' name we ask, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, amen.
Amen. So, good morning, class.
Good morning, Ma'am Mabel.
How are you today?
We're doing great.
Okay, it's good to hear you guys. So, before you sit, let us sing first the Oh, it's English time after all. Ready, sing. Oh, it's English time after all. 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 Again. Oh, it's English time after all. Oh, it's English time after all. Oh, it's English time after all. It's English time after all. Okay, very good, class. So before you sit, please pick a piece of paper under your chair and sit properly. Okay. So, is anybody absent here, class?
None so far.
Okay. So, when I call your name, say present, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Grandpa Junior.
Present, ma'am.
Isabel Mamalinta. Present. Marcela Mamalinta.
Present.
And Zinaida Ali. Oh, wow, very good. So, no one's absent. So, I hope that you are all present and the next time we meet, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in the last meeting, did I have an assignment? Do you have an assignment?
None.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Yes.
please pass the assignment in front.
Oh, you have a pink ball pen.
I have no available ball pen.
Okay.
Hi, very
So,
good. You don't have pink ball pen. Mink?
Yeah.
Is that the mink?
Yeah. Okay, very good.
Oh.
So you are all past the assignment. So who can recap our lesson yesterday? So anyone? Yes, Elijah? Stand up.
So our lesson last meeting, Mom, is all about the sensory imagery.
Okay,
So
very good.
sensory imagery is a literary text that presents a series of words that allow readers to create mental images on their minds. And those are sensory imagery have five types, and those are visual imagery, gustatory imagery, auditory imagery, tactile imagery, and olfactory imagery.
Okay, very good. So it seems that you are listening very well. So before we proceed to our new lesson, let's have activity first. So I have here a video. It is called Guessing Game. So I want you to guess this video. What's the video?
Yung nhớ xíu, mình bằng nhớ.
Okay, quiet class.
Okay, ma'am.
Let's start. Okay, so I want you to group into two. This will be a group 1 and this will be a group 2. So I want you to create a unique name first. Unique name. Okay, so group 1, what is your name?
Elizer.
Elizer. How about group 2? What? May?
We have blue.
Blue. Okay.
Yes.
Blue and green. Okay. So here is the instruction. So guess the word to complete the sentence. So if you want to answer, raise your hands. Okay, and say your group name like blue and green. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Mom, no.
Blue. Mink, dalawa, ma'am. Mink.
Main.
Yeah.
Okay. Group 2 will be main, and group 1 will be blue.
Blue.
Oh, you need pink, huh? Okay, let's start. I will go to the black.
Playground.
So what?
Playground.
Ma'am, no.
Okay, blue.
Park.
Let's see. Swing. Market.
Wow, very good. Ma'am, I have a genius partner, ma'am.
Oh, okay, next one.
Ma'am, no. Ma'am, no.
Wait. There's no picture. Okay, Pizza. Oh, very good. So, I will eat
Pizza.
Oh,
Pizza.
Ma'am, can you buy us pizza, ma'am? Because we're hungry. Yes, ma'am. Soon, if I have
Okay, if you have Unifast, ma'am, okay, we'll see that.
Okay, next one.
Ma'am, no. No, no. Mama, no. Ma'am, no.
What's in the picture?
No.
Ming. Okay, stand up, Ming. Ming.
Ma'am,
will go to supermarket.
ma'am,
Market.
ma'am, my teacher is not yet.
No.
I'm going to buy. Oops.
Ma'am, the picture is not yet shown, so it's no.
No.
Yeah, no, it's not new. It's me. A supermarket.
Market. Market. Okay.
Yes,
Let's
market.
see.
Market. Markets.
Ma'am, that's
Fit my.
Okay.
Market. Shopping.
That's fruit.
Ma'am, that's
Okay, another one. I'll study.
Min.
Okay, mix.
Ano?
Can you guess what the pictures?
I will. What's that, ma'am?
I'm just making a video.
Study math.
I'll study what?
Math.
Ma'am, I will study how to use gadget.
Ma'am,
Ay, ma'am, it's calculator.
It's your book name first.
It's calculator.
Okay, Ming, stand up.
I will study how to
Solve equations.
So problems. How about
Same.
Blue, ma'am. Blue.
what?
We will study how to compute.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
let's see.
Ma'am, it's still part of math.
Okay, ma'am, computer ma'am is part of math, ma'am.
No, no.
Okay.
Ma'am, no.
Blue.
Min.
Ma'am,
Min. Min.
I will play. Ma'am, wait the first one. Okay, it's the first one. Okay, first is Ming. I will play basketball. Okay, Ming. One to Ming.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
what is your answer? I will play basketball.
Nag-bounce po na yan ito sa lubang yours.
Don't jump.
Nag-bounce?
We will
Nag-bounce
see.
ba yan? Oh.
Basketball. Okay, you are all
Very good! Yay!
okay.
Ma'am, no.
Okay,
Ma'am, no.
let's just stop here.
Mo.
From our activity earlier, so do you have any idea what our topic is?
Yan na.
Anyone?
We have no idea,
Okay,
ma'am.
Elijah?
I guess we're going to discuss about the future perfect tense
Future perfect tense.
or tenses.
Okay, very good. So, but before that, let's have first the objectives.
At the end of the lesson.
Okay, please everybody read.
At the end of the lesson.
The students will be able to define the types of future tense, differentiate the types of future tense, simple tense, future perfect tense, future continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tense.
Create a sentence using the type of future.
Okay, again. There is no writing at all. So, okay, Elijah, what are your objectives? It is your objectives.
Kasutan.
Yes.
So, at the end of the lesson, the students would be able to define the types of future tense, differentiate the types of future tense, simple tense, future perfect tense, future continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tense, and create a sentences using the type of future tense.
Okay, very good. So, do you have any idea what is future tense? Anyone? No?
No.
Okay, so let's find out. Okay, future tense. Okay, Nashella, please read.
Future tense is a verb form that generally marks the event described by the verb as not having happened yet, but expected to happen in the future. Meaning to say it is not yet, it will not happen yet in the future.
Okay, very good. So future tense is a verb where you use to talk that about the things that not happened yet. So just like this example, the party will be so fun. So the word will be here is in the future tense. Okay? So whether you write or talk about the things that expect to happen in the future, you use future tense. Okay, another example. Another example is I will jump in the lake. So I will jump in the lake. So this which emphasizes the future activity. And will is not having happened yet, but sometimes happen in the future. So do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, very good. So there are types of future tense. The first one is simple future tense. Okay, Isabel, please read.
Simple future denotes an action that will take place in the future.
Again.
Simple future tense denotes an action that will take place in the future. It expresses an certain example. We shall move to another city and we will come to New York tomorrow.
Okay, so simple future tense is used when an action is expected to occur in the future. So here is the structure of the simple future tense. Okay. The structure of simple future tense is the subject plus shall or will plus verb and the object. So here in the two examples are predict in the future event. So the events here is not happened yet, but happen sometime in the future. So the structure is the subject, shall, will, or verb. So the subject here is what?
We
We and be plus
shall
will.
The verbs.
The verb is move, come. Okay. So the object is to another city and to New York tomorrow. So do you understand class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, very good. Next one is future perfect tense. Okay, so Sunaida, please read.
Future perfect tense is depicts an action that will be finished while a particular time in the future.
For example.
Example, they will have painted the bridge. I shall have completed the assignment by Monday.
Next.
Before I go to see her, she will have left the place.
Okay, so future perfect tense is used to talk about the completed events in the future. So here, I shall have completed the assignment by Monday. Before I go to see her, she will have left the place. So here is the structure of future perfect tense in order for you to understand. Okay, the structure of future perfect tense is the subject, the shall or will, plus have and verb. So in this example, I shall have completed the assignment by Monday. And another example is before I go to see her, she will have left the place. What?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you silent? Okay, the word shall here is used for I and B. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
the word shall here is used for I and B. Okay, so Elijah, can you give me an example of future perfect tense?
I will have finished my painting before the art collector arrives.
Okay, very good. So here another example.
Ma'am, I have an example.
Yes, Mr.
By the end of the summer, I will have been saving money for 5 months.
Okay, so very good.
Ma'am, the will there is the future tense.
Yes.
ma'am.
Right. So another example is when the sun rises, we will have them. So in a sentence, it says that we will live until the sun rises. So the future perfect tense is done doing before the event. Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
okay, next one. The next type of tenses is future tense is future continuous tense.
Question.
Yes.
Can we use any word aside from shall and will in the future tense?
No. The word shall and will is in the future tense. There is no other words that we're going to use in the future tense.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next one is the future continuous tense. So there's shut up, please read.
Future continuous tense is depicts an action that is likely to happen in the future and continued for an expected length of time. So we have the example, I shall be sleeping at around 6 a.m. tomorrow. The other example is we have, she will be watching TV when I come home.
Okay, so the future continuous tense is an action when they expected to be going in some point at the future. So here is the structure of the future continuous tense. Further to understand. So the structure of future continuous tense is subject plus shall, will, plus be, and verb with ing. So just like this example, I shall be sleeping at around 6 a.m. tomorrow. Another one is she will be watching TV when I come home. So do you understand, class?
Yes, ma'am.
So Isabel, can you give me an example of future continuous tense?
I will be writing articles on different topics.
Okay, so very good. Next one, lastly is the future perfect continuous tense. Okay. Lastly, the future perfect continuous tense. So Elijah, please read.
Future perfect continuous tense is depicts an action that will continue up until a point in the future. Example, Robin will have been joining us at the meeting before you reach. In November, I will have been working at my company for 3 years.
Okay, so very good. Future perfect continuous tense is a continuous action which will be done at the time in the future event. So here's the structure here. The structure here is the subject plus shall or will plus have been plus ing for all the verbs. So just like in this example, Robin will have been joining us at the meeting before you reach. Another example is in the November, I will have been working at my company for 3 years. So we use the perfect continuous tense form when we are looking back to the past from point to the future, and we want to emphasize the length or duration of the future event. So do you understand, class?
Yes, ma'am.
So Isabel, please give me an example of future perfect continuous tense.
I have been studying Korean for 2 years.
Okay, very good. So, it seems that you are all understand the types of future tense. Let's have an activity. Okay. The activity is,
I will go to the
please read everybody.
Identify which types of future tense used in a sentence below.
So, who wants to answer first? Okay, Zinaida, please. It's a simple, future tense. Okay, number two. Yes. Number two.
Three.
Number 3.
Okay, you're next. Okay, number three. You're so excited. Okay, number four is a bit. Let us see if your answers are correct. Okay, who wants to answer number five? Yes, Michelle.
Ma'am, number 6.
Okay, will be the number six. Okay, wait. Okay, Zinaida, will be the number seven.
Wait, ma'am.
Okay, please wait for a while.
All done.
Okay, all done. Okay, let us see if your answers are correct. So number one is, please read the sentence.
I will go to the beach.
So the answer is
Simple future tense.
because there is a
Real.
will. Okay, number two.
I will be
We will
hiking
be hiking
all day
So
tomorrow.
the answer is
Future continuous
because
tense.
there is a
Will be.
Will and be.
Oh.
And the verb has a ing now.
yes. Okay, very good. So number three.
She will have finished.
her test before
The
lunchtime.
answer is
Future perfect tense.
because there is a
Will have.
will have. Okay, number four.
Hopefully,
I will have been making good progress on this
Is yours.
when you
Come
come.
over to help
So
you.
the answer is
Future perfect continuous tense.
okay because there is a will
Will
have
have
has
been.
been. Okay, number five.
By the time sun rises, we will have been working for
So
hours.
the answer is
Future perfect continuous tense.
okay. So there is also a will have been. Okay, number six is
Brianna will feed her cats
So
later.
the answer is
Simple future tense.
because there is a
Will.
Okay, number 7.
By next week, I will have paid my debt.
The answer is
Future perfect continuous tense.
what? Again?
Future perfect continuous tense.
Okay, because there is a will have. Okay, number 8, last.
I will be waiting in the car while my sister shop.
Okay, so the answer is
Future continuous
tense. So you are all got correct answers. So now, who can differentiate the simple future tense and the perfect future tense? Yes. Who can differentiate?
Simple.
Simple future tense and the future perfect tense. Who can differentiate class? Okay, Elijah, please stand up.
The difference between simple future tense and future perfect tense is that simple future tense is an action that will take place in the future that expresses facts and certainty that, and also simple future tense is have the word will or shall. Then while the future perfect tense is action that will be finished by a particular time in the future, and the use of words, you will going to identify what is future perfect tense by the use of will have or shall have.
Okay, so very good. So how about the future continuous tense and future perfect continuous tense? Okay, Rochella? Please stand up.
So the difference between future continuous tense and a future perfect continuous tense is we have future continuous tense depicts an action that is likely to happen in the future and continued for an expected length of time. While on the other hand, we have the future perfect continuous tense. It depicts on an action that will continue up until a point in the future. So in future continuous tense, it starts with the subject plus shall and will plus be plus verb plus ing or gerund. While on the other hand, you have the future perfect continuous tense, the subject plus shall, will plus have been plus ing form of verb.
Okay, so very good. So to further more understand what is the future tense, let's have a video presentation.
An action that hasn't happened yet. There are three structures. The first is subject plus am, is, are, going to plus a verb. For example, I am going to the shop. Another example is she is going to buy some clothes. Structure 2 is subject plus am, is, or are, plus a verb ending in ing. For example, we are having dinner at the restaurant tomorrow. I am starting my English course next week. Structure 3 is subject plus a will or shall plus a verb. For example, we will go to the market on Wednesday.
Please listen, class.
I shall ask my friend to help me with my homework tomorrow. Future perfect. This tense is used to describe an action that will be completed before a specified time. The structure is subject plus will have plus a verb past participle. For example, I will have finished my homework by tomorrow evening. She will have worked as a teacher for 3 years by the end of this year. They will have arrived in China by now. Future continuous. This tense is used to describe an action that will occur and will continue for a set period of time in the future. The structure is subject plus will be plus a verb ending in ing. For example, I will be going to work tomorrow at 8 a.m. She will be moving house next month. I will be traveling to Turkey next weekend. Future perfect continuous. This tense is used to describe an action that will continue up until a point in the future. The sentence structure is subject plus will have been plus a verb ending in ing. For example, I will have been cleaning the house for 3 hours when she arrives home. By 9 p.m., she will have been completing her homework for 2 hours.
Okay, so remember class that using the future tense can be more tricky than the past tense and the simple tense. So remember these a few rules of the future tense. Okay. Here are some of the rules of the future tense. Everybody read.
The future tense is for things that will happen later. There are no future verbs. To create the future tense, you always
need modals and auxiliary verb.
Okay, so remember that the future tense are use an action about the things that not happened yet but will in the future. So do you understand, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's have an activity, another activity. Okay, it is a group activity. Create a sentence of one of each types that belongs to the future tense. Okay. This will be a group 1 and group 2. Here is your mental term. Okay. I give you 5 minutes to do that. Okay, so for those who are finished, please present your words here. Okay. Next. Yes. Okay, the group 2 will finish first. So the group 2 will present first. Okay. Sabil? So this is the group. This is the work of group 1. Simple future tense examples. She will read that book. Okay. Next one, Carol will yes. For future perfect tense is they will have pointed painted the pens. And for future continuous tense, I will be playing volleyball at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Future perfect continuous tense. Next month, I'll be studying Korean for 2 weeks. Okay, very good. How about group 1?
Wait, ma'am.
Okay. Group 1, you will present your word here in front.
future tense, they will make a phone which has artificial intelligence. So for the future perfect tense, they will have finished making the bridge by January. So for the future continuous tense, I will be working at the office while you watch a movie. And lastly, and for the future perfect continuous tense is by the end of the summer, I will have been saving money for 5 months.
Okay, so very good. You are all got correct answers, so please give yourself a round of applause. Okay, so what is the importance of studying about the future tense? Yes, Narshela?
So there are a number of different ways of referring to the future English. It is important to remember that we are expressing more than simply the time of the action or event.
Okay, so another one, Elijah, please. What's the important?
So the important future tense, ma'am, is as the other tenses daily communication, it uses to connote some action that we or others will follow in the time to come, whether short term or long term, or some event or action that will take place in the time to follow.
Okay, so very good class. So I guess you are all ready for our new quiz. So are you ready, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
We
so
are.
here is the quiz. Okay, in the one sheet of paper, you should write here and write the answers.
Number down.
Now we're done.
Please pass the paper at the center aisle.
The
1,
genius.
2, 3, go. Okay, so very good. So for the assignment, I want you to research and take down notes the element parts of a short story. So do you understand, class?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so goodbye, class.
Goodbye.